The Endor speeder bike diorama has come in faster than Luke and Leia can jam the speeder bike's comm links. To celebrate the 40 years of Return of the Jedi, this is such an iconic scene to bring to life in a LEGO diorama. And it was kind of one of those ones where if it's going to come to life, it's got to be done really well. We've got a good set here that's kind of brought to life the actual scene from the movie. You can recreate different elements of it. Let's jump into the in-depth and take a closer look at everything about this.
Inside the box, you'll find one instruction booklet with the studio design print on the front, but inside is where the magic happens. This gives you a little bit of a description about what the Endor speeder bike chase is, some stills from the film and the film set, which I absolutely love, and especially this, the storyboard. I'm a huge storyboard fan, and how that starts to play out and into the design of this whole set. So the set photos and then how that equates into the actual set design. I really love that this has been included along with these three minifigures that come inside the set. There's a Luke, a Leia, and a Scout Trooper. The Scout Trooper's design is very simple. It's got the black arms that we're kind of used to on Scout Troopers with printing on front, torso and legs, and then underneath is a male head, and then on the back as well you can see that we've got printing on the back of the helmet and the back of the torso, which looks great. Then we have Leia. Now she doesn't come with a cloth overthrow piece, but she's printed on the torso and legs, comes with a nice smiley face and an angry face, so you can change her expression as needed, and then printing on the back as well. I really love these helmet designs too, and that follows right through to Luke, who's got, again, an angry face and printing on the front and back of the torso as well as the legs. You'll see the back in just a second, along with his smiling happy face that he comes with. I really do wish that they would give Luke some more expressions, and this feeling's going to tie into other future reviews as well. Here we have the speeder bikes. These are cool builds. I do like that they've done them in dark tan. However, I do still like that original classic brown, which does tie in with the movies. And then you get the superhero minifig stands and a clear lightsaber piece to help stand them up in the diorama, so that you can create action scenes like this. Now they do look good on display, especially when displayed at angles. You can see that there's one with 2 seats for Luke and Leia, and you can see the design on the back. I really love that meat cleaver piece that's been used just to add a bit of extra detail and design, as well as this scene, which I really love. Now we come to the build. This was actually quite fun. I really do enjoy building these dioramas. The frame is, of course, a pretty standard bit to start with, building the design around, and I part these out so many times, which I really like doing because it gives you quite a few extra black pieces, which you'll see in a future mock series. But we've got the trees and the ground and everything that starts to get built and come together. I do like these tree designs. They are quite cool and very functional because they do fit inside, kind of like a miniature Mills plate design almost, in how they sink into the actual green that you can see just there. Then we've got the dark green and olive colored leaf trees. These do look good. It's a nice color scheme. And then we've got the fern pieces, the plants, and all the life that comes into it to make these trees and this whole scene, this diorama, come to life. You can see that the trees do get cut off at the top. I understand why, because this is a diorama display piece, so if they had giant trees, it probably wouldn't fit on most shelves for people.
I hope that through the in-depth you've seen this set come to life, and all the little elements and details and storytelling factors that are built into the set. It's not got the huge Endor trees as you have seen in the movie, of course. The shortened versions are more there just to give that foresty vibe, not necessarily, you know, be able to rebuild the Ewok village or something. The speeder bikes are really well detailed. I love how they've built it. There's so many little components that bring this to life compared to the original brown versions that it's really made a fun building experience, as well as the addition of the new fern pieces that got released in the Rivendell set. These elements have really brought it together and given us a beautiful set to display in a diorama. if this is something that you want to add to your collection, and you've got some of the other dioramas, probably the most comparable one to this that I feel in terms of build and what the experience of it's like and what it looks like on a shelf would be Dagobah. This is probably the most comparable set to that. If you are wondering whether this set is going to look good on a shelf, it certainly is. It's a beautiful set to really brighten up a room. There's so much green and different tones in here, as well as the characters and the lightsaber, with the Scout Trooper really standing out the most, sort of being this white beacon amongst all the brown and green and tan and medium nougat and all those different colours that are within this set. So yes, it is going to look good on a shelf. It is going to look good next to the other Star Wars dioramas that we've got. Future Ryan here, quick update, the rest of that video just completely vanished. So all I wanted to tell you was there's a new mock series I'm going to be starting called the Cube Shelf Chronicles. Once that's released, you can watch it just up here. And this is going to be a new series that's going to use display areas in a completely different way. I'm so excited to be able to share this with you. See you in that video.